What's good, y'all? This is your boy Harley, and welcome back, y'all. Man, just going through some stuff going on right now. Nothing bad, just busy, honestly, too. I just get so focused with work. I do 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. shifts now, too. So, like, I'm either sleeping or if I do wake up, I either have time to go to the gym and play ball. It's all, and I either play in leagues or just a lot of stuff in general though too. But I'm just happy that I'm filming for y'all too. And I know I say I've got to be more consistent with it though too. But what I'm gonna do is gonna make up for all the lost time. So I got some good news for y'all though too. Especially being the fact that where I've been going through with this channel. And as you see, I've had to delete some videos too due to unfortunate circumstances. But my head's been in the right place since I've made some adjustments in my life too, especially what's going on with the channel. But anyway, I am gonna say this: I'm going to Canada, and so today's Saturday that I'm filming this video. I'm going to Canada Thursday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. In 5 days, I'm going to Canada. I can't wait. It's all thanks to my boy, Mike, who's been there for me since day one. He's made sure that he's always had my back. And the funny thing was, it was never always like that. He and I were, like when I first met him, fucking hated the guy. I said it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hated the guy. Like, you know, he's passionate like I am though too. So, but he and I like want to win the same way. He and I give each other feedback. I mean, he can be rough around the edges, but you know what? At the end of the day, like, you know what? Like when you have a friend that's always looking out for you the way that he does, always, and I have a job because of him though too. So, I want to give a big shout out to Mike, man. I mean, he's definitely the extra brother I never thought I would have in my life too. And without him, I don't know where I would be in my life too. So I give big thanks to him. I'm in the situation of where I live right now because of him, and I give big thanks to him. And I've known him for 7 years. Just know that I've known him for 7 years now too. So that's 3 years before a decade. So, and I usually don't have. I never had friends as long as he did. I grew up with no friends. Like, I'll tell you something. People are gonna say, "Oh, I don't have friends," or "I got a lot of friends." I'm like, there's nothing wrong with having very little friends, but there's a difference between having a lot of friends, where a lot of them could turn on you, and having a small circle of friends and knowing that they're with you the whole way. I'm like one of those people. I'm more the type where I could have a smaller circle and have more people to trust too. And it's hard to do that because you gotta understand, like, being how this can be is that, you know, we go through some rough stages in our lives, and we go through some paths to where you think everything's going very well. I've dealt with that situation, and you think, hey, like, nothing bad could happen in your life. I speak for friendships, relationships. You think that everything goes in the direction that it's supposed to, and you would think nothing would be in that moment to disrupt anything too. Well, I'm here to tell you, it happens. It happens a lot, and it's not something. It's not something that I tell anyone that. Well, it's not something not to expect. It's something to expect. Is it something to be negative about? No, but it's just when you've had that approach with people that you know that they've been around a block for a while too, and they come up to you and they do some slick stuff to you, and to where it's just, you know, they didn't see this before, but now they want to do it now. It's like, well, now you're seeing their true colors. I mean, I've seen Mike's colors from the beginning, and I've seen it to now too. And I'll tell you this though too. He's one of those people where he's gonna let his emotions be on display, and That's something that he did. He's one of those people that did teach me that, like, let your emotions be on display. Because sorry if the camera was shaking, my leg shook. It's one of those situations where he makes it clear that, like, let your like, and he didn't say it, but it's something that I know I've pretty much figured from him, and that I know that what he does to where it's made me what I am today. It's, you gotta let your emotions be on display, and don't be afraid to tell it how it is too. I've learned that through life itself, but I've mostly learned it through him too. Like, he's taught me, like, when people do this to you, you gotta treat them the same way back. I didn't grow up with a lot of guidance in my life too. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I didn't have a dad in my life. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Like, I didn't have a dad to be able to guide me through college like I did with my mom helped me do, and my brothers too. I didn't have anyone to help pay for education. I had to go through financial aid thanks to mom. I've had to work, grind. I've had to go through the pandemic, even when my dad did try to become a human being. That I had to sleep on his couch for 4 months during the pandemic, and I've had to work and grind it throughout the whole time. What I do know is that I was a Domino's delivery driver at that time too. So guess what? Don't be afraid of what you had to do during that time too, because guess what? Everyone went through it, and we all had to make money somehow, and it was worth it too. But when I did finish that job, guess what? Mike took me back with open arms too, and I've been one of his supervisors for the valet department since then, and I've been so much happy since I've been doing that job too. And I'll tell you this though, some people are gonna say, "Oh, this may be something you may not want to do down the wrong one," or this may be something you might. I mean, well, only time will tell. But as of right now, I'm speaking of right now, I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm happy that I'm able to be in the situation to where I have a boss slash friend who's giving me this once in a lifetime opportunity too. Now, granted, I'm gonna miss a basketball game that one of my Sunday morning leagues, and it's a playoff game, and it's a first round playoff. But you know what? This isn't a situation I can pass up. It definitely isn't. When you got someone that's willing to give you this opportunity to experience Canada, we're going to Montreal. Like, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I've never been to Canada a day in my life. And from what I've heard, Canada has better food than USA. I've heard that Canada, Canada's lifestyle is different. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna take full advantage of this trip. And what I am gonna do, not only am I gonna tell you that I'm going to Canada, guess what I am gonna do? I'm gonna be vlogging. I'm gonna get you full in-depth detail for people who haven't experienced Canada. I'm gonna get it through here too. Trust me, I'm gonna make time on my app. I'm gonna be vlogging. I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna make sure that any moment of opportunity I can get filming this trip, it's gonna be on display too. I'll tell you this though too. There's gonna be some other things. I mean, well, we're gonna eat all the good food there. We're going to a Raptors game. I mean, and Michael is Canadian, so he's a Raptors fan too. But it's also, and I'm a Heat fan, so he and I go to war with each other about that. But it's a good experience to see what the Raptors game looks like in Montreal, at their arena. I went to the Raptors games twice when the Raptors came to our arena at FTX, but now I can experience that over there. What's also gonna be good is that I'm different experience. We're gonna play at the YMCA over there. Just a lot of opportunities. Excuse me, I'm sorry. A lot of opportunities are gonna be going on over there. But other than that, I am gonna be vlogging once I'm in Canada, too. Yeah, and I also want to point this out too. It's that I've noticed I've lost some subscribers. And you know what? I don't blame you guys for doing what you do. And because I get it, my channel isn't the same as what it used to be. And, I've gone through a phase in my life to where it's just part of my channel was successful for one particular reason. I'm not going to go into detail about that. But it's also for me to be able to explain that I get it. And I get it too. I haven't had the time for y'all, and I put that time and I put that on me. I put the full responsibility on me, and there are a lot of things I could be doing to make up for how this channel adjusted, and me being the fact that I'm a single guy now and I have an approach of trying to do what's right. I mean, I gotta do what's right. So I am filming some content in Canada too. What I am going to have to do is, make up for lost time too. I gotta be loyal to my fans. I gotta be loyal to the people who are still subscribed to this channel. I gotta do whatever it takes. And you know what? I gotta own up to it as a man of my word. So all I can say is that I get it. And I get it. You can give me the hate now, and if you want, and you're free to give me the love. Either or. I mean, I deserve it because I haven't put the focus on all of you. And for the people that are still subscribed to my channel, I still want to say thank you for still acknowledging on how much of a hard worker I am outside of YouTube too. This is something I would want to do in the long run, but I got to be able to prove it. And I got to be able to prove it to all of y'all. So, other than that, in 5 days, you're going to see what the experience is like in Canada. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to see you all later. Holla at me later. Yeah.